My wedding photographer slept with my fiancé the night before our wedding. Now she's demanding I pay her full fee or she'll delete all the photos. She doesn't understand why this has to affect business, said her attorney, pushing a formal invoice across the table. My client fulfilled her contractual obligations and expects payment in full. I stared at the invoice for $5,800 while my lawyer sat silently beside me. 3 weeks earlier, I had discovered my fiancé Ryan and my wedding photographer Melissa naked in his hotel room at 2 a.m. 10 hours before our ceremony was supposed to begin. Your client slept with my client's fiancé the night before their wedding, then proceeded to photograph the wedding party the next day without disclosing what had happened. And you believe she deserves payment? The wedding never happened, of course. I'd called it off immediately, sent guests home, and spent what should have been my wedding day in a hotel room with my sister and best friend alternating between numbness and devastation. Despite all this, Melissa had taken photos of the venue setup, my bridal preparations, smiling in my face for an hour while holding secrets that would destroy me, and even documented my frantic exit when I discovered the truth. The contract doesn't have a morality clause, Melissa's attorney continued. My client's personal choices are separate from her professional obligations, which she fulfilled by documenting the day as contracted. Documenting the aftermath of her own actions, I muttered. Miss Chen, the mediator intervened. We're trying to find a resolution here. Perhaps a partial payment would be fair, considering the circumstances. I looked at the woman who had ruined what should have been the happiest day of my life, now sitting across from me demanding payment, as if I were simply a difficult client. I'll pay her $500 for her time, I offered. That's more than generous considering she helped destroy my relationship. Unacceptable, Melissa responded directly. I have over 300 photos, including all your bridal preparation images with your mother who flew in from overseas. You want those memories someday? Either pay my full fee or I delete everything next week. Something inside me snapped. The room fell silent as I stood up. Let me be extremely clear, I said, my voice steady. I don't want memories of the day your actions destroyed. I don't need photos of you smiling at me while knowing you just been with my fiancé, and I certainly don't need images of myself getting ready for a wedding that became a humiliation. I gathered my purse and coat, delete them all. I'd pay you $5,800 to erase that day completely if I could, but I won't pay you a penny to preserve it. My lawyer started to object, but I continued. In fact, I think guests who witnessed my public humiliation would be very interested to hear that the photographer is now attempting to extort payment. I am sure the wedding planning sites where you advertise would find the fascinating too. Melissa's face paled. You wouldn't? I have nothing left to lose, I replied. Our relationship and wedding were very public, and so was their implosion. You've taken enough from me. You've taken enough from me. You don't get my money too? The mediator cleared his throat. Perhaps we should take a short break. No need, I interrupted. I am leaving. My final offer is $0. Sue me if you want, but be prepared for every detail to become public record. I am done being silent about what happened 3 days later. My lawyer received an email. Melissa would accept $500 as a gesture of goodwill and provide all images. I refused even that. Last week I received a USB drive in the mail containing all the photos along with a handwritten note. I am sorry. You're right. You owe me nothing. I haven't looked at a single image. Instead, I buried the drive in my backyard during a small ceremony with my closest friends. We planted a cherry tree over it, something beautiful growing from something painful. Some memories aren't worth preserving and some boundaries aren't negotiable, no matter who tries to convince you otherwise.